Hey all, and welcome back to the HFC playthrough of the wonderful 101 Remastered. Little bit of shopping, and then we're heading to our most exotic location yet.
And I am very glad that the weather in the UK has taken a turn and it's now a hell of a lot cooler because, good God, I would not be wanting to do this particular operation in the ridiculous heat that we had a few days ago when we were recording 004.
Oh aye, yeah, it's a lot balmier today.
This is a lot more bearable and, yeah, very much necessary considering it's going to be a very, very hot location that we're going to be heading to now.
Operation 005, Mount Ogato, Lost City of Lorule.
Wait a minute. Take out the W.
Yes. And as you will see as we progress throughout this operation, it is very much filled with lots of Zelda references. It is very much set up like that, which one just goes to show the whole thing of, in its initial conception, this was going to be a sort of Smash Bros style title, but also it's just nice, fun references.
Yeah.
Operation will take you into the depths of the jungle surrounding Mount Ogato.
Yep, there we go.
How did you find 005?
There were a couple of spots that I had trouble with, but all in all, I actually quite liked this chapter a lot.
Oh, good, because I was ever so slightly worried, if only because I would say that this is probably the point where you have what are arguably the longest single operation parts in the entire game.
Oh, that's fine. In terms of recording them, yeah, it can be a little much. In terms of playing it, I'm just getting more bang for my buck.
That is fair, but it is a fun set of operations, and it's certainly one of the most memorable boss fights in the game.
I'll have stuff to say about that in 005-C, but for now, let us head into the jungle. We haven't quite got the full team yet, but maybe soon.
Well, we are certainly going to be finding our last main wonderful one today.
Oh, you know what I meant.
But we do actually only have 64 of the wonderful 100.
Oh, well, we might as well just stop here then. I think that's the perfect number. I think... Who needs wonderful 101? Let's do it wonderful 64.
Oh, of course. That's just the way it works, isn't it?
Like, you see, if you had the rocket, you could get up here much easier.
Yes, but also I want to, be cool and do it myself without the rocket, because other things are better and more important. Although I'm pretty sure that there is at least one or two secret hidden things that you do need the rocket to get. So it is on my list. It's just not for a little while that is the case.
Now, are there any secrets you can get by riding these UFOs? Because I'm going to be honest, after falling down once or twice, I just got back on the left and schmooved on over to the other side.
Well, we are about to see. I believe that there might be one or two, but equally I do know that there is a bottle cap for riding. I think it might be 20 of these. Even if there's not always something to collect with them, you definitely do want to ride them at every possibility, because, yeah, there's a bottle cap for doing so.
Oh, you can even mow the grass.
Yep, mow the grass, you can set it on fire. It was basically Breath of the Wild before Breath of the Wild was a twinkle in the eye.
Wonder Samurai. He's dead. I registered the arrows. I didn't register his death certificate.
Yeah, we are going to start to get some of the darker wonderful ones at this point. And oh boy, are there some dark ones. There's also some ridiculously well-hidden things throughout this operation. There's actually a bottle cap for saving some hidden explorers. I was thinking with the divers in the last part.
Yeah.
It was merging, go through all the pipes with this particular bottle cap here, which is save the hidden explorers. And yeah, it's a little bit crazy how you're meant to figure out that they're here, because the regular path just sort of takes you quite quickly down a road, but you can actually climb up this wall. I don't know why it's taking me so long to actually click onto the damn thing, but there we go.
I did not even think to do this. I think I'm getting slow in my old age.
I wouldn't say slow, I would just say that why would you think to do this? Because the game is sort of funneling you in one direction. But yeah, if you climb up over here, then you've got these tribes people, and then you've also got these explorers who need some rescuing because they've been kidnapped by the natives, which, little bit awkward, but you know.
Well, at least they were, easygoing. They were ready to join up in a superhero organization.
There's also a hidden thing that is down here. I'm just sort of taking the drop as far as I can. We will go through that tunnel in a second, but I'm just making sure that I've got everything else that is around here. The route that we have to take is through that.
Yeah.
The very obvious fire door, which you've got to light the torches to unlock. But I wanted to make sure that I had everything else sorted first, because there's some... well, obviously I've also pointed out that actually you can completely skip one of the regular missions that pretty much starts when you're sort of running through the section. Or it might be when you first start trying to carry the fire across.
It's probably there.
You also get a bottle cap for mowing the lawn, which is quite nice.
Go, my fire hand. I did not know you could shoot fireballs like Mario.
You see? Learning something new every single day.
I thought you were just going to leave off with "you see," and I was like, no, I don't see, actually.
But yeah, I think I like Glow Rule in that obviously it's ticking off another of our fun little level tropes, in that we're going through jungle and volcano.
Yeah.
Which I think is obviously very fitting. Equally, it's a more puzzly type of area as well, which is a nice little touch as well, because so much of the game is so heavily action oriented.
Yeah.
That having that sort of little shift is quite nice, and also because pretty much after this operation we're going to have a string of really unique operations. So this is sort of your last real sort of normal one, so to speak. They get very quirky moving forward.
Well, I don't see how you could have done that any quicker, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a way, but in the meantime, I'm just going to go light some more torches. I'm pretty sure that this is also highly similar to how you unlock one of the dungeons in Okami. I'm pretty sure it's the first dungeon that you unlock, which has got the Spider Queen in it.
Oh, yes.
So I'm pretty sure that's also using a fire technique, although I believe it might be a fire orb rather than anything else, but you know.
I see, I thought we needed the new wonderful one for this, but I guess not.
Nope, not needed, you just need hammer. It's odd in the sense that obviously there are the earlier operations where you categorically need a later wonderful one, i.e. hammer, in order to unlock secrets. But after you've unlocked hammer, there aren't any other instances where you need an extra one to be there, which I don't quite understand why they went that route. It doesn't necessarily make sense to me, because you have that whole situation whereby you think, oh, I see something that looks like it is something that we can't deal with. I wonder if it's going to be related to the new thing. But no, the new thing is actually a reasonable amount into this operation, and there is no way of getting back to this point after that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, there's that whole thing of sometimes your expectations get a little bit confused, but the only way that I can say that you're meant to know that you can do it is because everything that is hammerable is with the sort of yellow cracks. That's how you're meant to be able to tell. Same as obviously anything that is whippable is usually pink in some description. Anything that is meant to be done with hand is usually got red on it somewhere. So they did try to really heavily colour code everything, which is great. But obviously, brain overthinks at times, and the fact that there's the hammer stuff earlier, you would think that they've done that elsewhere, but they just didn't.
You'll understand why I thought a cracked wall with like some visible lines was for the new wonderful one when we actually see them.
Yes, especially considering we are in the very heavily Zelda referencing level.
Also, Mr. Man, I've been counting. You are not allowed to use the word obviously for the rest of this part.
That's another 46 minutes!
It'll do you good.
I'm sure it will do, but we'll see whether it actually happens or not, and now I'm going to be exceptionally self-conscious for the rest of this.
Well, that's fine. You know, you have to keep your wits about you. It's kind of rushing hither and thither here.
I believe actually somebody pointed out in the comments for one of the videos that it's not necessarily a consistent thing, but the majority of the gacha machines do have special wonderful ones in them. So you do want to do them. But also, we have Kotumiki, which is effectively Golem, but for this game, in that it is a bunch of blocks that form a sort of sphere that takes on the various forms of your tools.
Very cool. I enjoy fighting these guys.
Oh yeah, it's a really cool concept generally. I mean, it's also the final boss of Okami, actually, in terms of how it works as well. And it's just, it's really fun to see, especially when you've got all the little bits flying about everywhere. As with most things, the smaller it gets, the less able it is to turn back into its bigger form.
Oh, you're not so tough when you're on your own, are you?
This is also where, using sword comes in real handy for trying to destroy as many of the individual blocks as possible.
Don't tell Blue that, though. He's already got a big enough head.
Oh yeah, and that big head is only going to continue to be present. We might see a little bit of character growth in an operation or so.
Ew, I don't want therapy sessions in my media. Honestly, pure platinum, that's what we like to see.
Doesn't always happen, but definitely like it when it does come.
Bit more snooping around.
Yes, it's because there are hidden secrets everywhere, and I'm trying to remember exactly which circle, because there's definitely a circle where there's something that I can pick something up, but it's not in all of them. You can also send wonderful ones into these statues to pick up things. There are lots of secrets hidden about round here, and it is a challenge to find them all, I would say.
I love a good temple in video games.
Oh yeah, I mean, they really did start ticking as many boxes with this one as possible. Jungle, lava, temple, all at the same time. It's really fun.
I really did enjoy Tears of the Kingdom's dungeons. They were a big improvement over the Divine Beasts in the first game, in Breath of the Wild. But I do hope the next Zelda can manage to have a sense of freedom along with more traditional dungeons.
Yes, I definitely agree with that, because while I really loved Tears of the Kingdom, I did find it oddly tiring, I suppose, in the sense that it felt so much the same as Breath of the Wild, even though it played very differently because of the different techniques that you had available, and obviously it was a lot more involved, but for some reason, I think because it's effectively the same world,
It is, yeah.
it just felt more tiring to play than Breath of the Wild did, and that was sad, because it is such an excellent game, and that is a really mean secret, the fact that you have to do it whilst the lava is down, otherwise you're screwed. But yeah, I think it would be nice for the next Zelda game to have more standard dungeon types.
Yeah, that's the word.
I think that is sort of the... It's one of those things where people like different types of Zelda.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously, you've got the 2D type, you've got the 3D type, which is more like the Ocarina of Time, Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess era.
Mm-hmm.
Then obviously you've got the Breath of the Wild era. There are fans of all those different types. And so when you spend too long in a certain era, people start to get a little bit antsy and a little bit frustrated.
Yeah, especially since these games take like half a generation, if not a full generation, to develop.
Exactly. And I mean, it's the same that you see with Sonic games, of people have their certain tastes, and so when you spend a long time without approaching any of that, people then start to wish for the thing that they had, even if they were complaining about it like a crazy person beforehand.
Yeah, even if you just fall into a pit, you'll wish you hadn't fallen into a pit.
Exactly. I could have sworn there's something over that way, but clearly not.
Oh, you again.
They do turn up a lot throughout this operation, and that's fine, but they do get maybe a little bit repetitive in how many times they turn up.
Oh, you're never happy, you're so critical, you're just not good at the game. Alright, I'm out of excuses now. These things were in Tears of the Kingdom as well. What the? I just literally put that together.
Yeah, they were actually. Oh god, you see, everything is a circle, everything takes inspiration from everything else.
Oh lord, why did you give me monkey brain with which to correlate patterns? Goodbye.
I believe it might be this circle that I was waiting for that's got a hidden secret in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're a little bit boxed in there, mate.
I was getting a little bit terrified. What I do find quite a fun little comparison, even though obviously this is definitely not the 5th level of the game.
Uh-huh.
The fact that it's Operation 5, and I would say that probably the difficulty spike in the original Bayonetta is Chapter 5. And I would say that this is a sort of kind of difficulty spike as well, in terms of how long it stretches and how much of a marathon it can feel like.
Yeah.
That it both happens in the 5th instance of the game's structure. I just find that a nice little touch.
What was Mission 5 in Bayonetta?
It was the valley, the sort of witch valley, where they introduce Grace and Glory for the first time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely, mate.
And hilariously, we are actually going to face some clawed enemies in this very part as well. They're not as frustrating as Grace and Glory were, but they can be a bit of tough.
A bit of tough.
As I said, I am trying desperately to avoid using the word obviously, and so my brain is now slightly dying and frying because it's going, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but I am falling off of things quite a lot, so that's never fun.
I just want to point out, you are absolutely free to point out my repetitious sayings and whatnot as well. Because that's what friends do.
That is very true. Also, I think we're about to find our new wonderful one, don't you?
Yeah, yes indeed. Grr. Arr.
And here we go, the Dura.
Dura!
Now, these things are ridiculously fast. Obviously, they are using their own version of claws, and there's two of them, the Blighters. I mean, find it ironic that they were just like, hold still, at the point where I'd literally gotten him stuck still and was juggling him and, you know, taken over half of his health. But
that happened to me as well.
Here we go, our final wonderful one.
You are finally here! I knew it was you!
I hit chiptune.
If it isn't the 8-bit enchanter, special combat agent, Sentinel's Planetary Secret Service, New Delhi Field Office, Wonder Black!
Hell yeah. You're right, it is the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers lineup. Red, blue,
And?
yellow, pink, green, black, white.
Exactly.
Let's fucking go, baby!
And I just love that it is all obviously chiptune, and Black really doesn't speak that much, but Black is voiced by she's not necessarily a prolific voice actor, but she is definitely a prolific voice director. It's Chris Zimmerman Salter, or as she's credited in most things, for a while, Chris Zimmerman. Voice-wise, I would say that, really, Black is probably her most recognised role, but in terms of what she's voice directed, including the wonderful 101, you've got all three Bayonettas.
Nice.
Pretty much most of the God of Wars from 2 to Ghost of Sparta. You've got the Legacy of Kain series, you've got Marvel's Spider-Man for all of them.
Oh,
you've
wow.
got pretty much the majority of Metal Gear Solid from 3 onwards. You've got No More Heroes. You've also got the original Crystal Dynamics Tomb Raider trilogy.
Lots of highly prolific games with very good voice acting to put a full stop on it.
Oh yeah, and I would say that I think that that's half the reason why this game has such an excellent cast performance across the board. Everyone does a brilliant job at the roles that they perform, and I will always sort of say that voice direction can make or break something.
Absolutely. Now fear my Arctic Blast.
A prime example of how differently a voice director can change the situation of something is when Kid Icarus Uprising was coming out, they released a series of little anime shorts which had, it was exactly the same voice cast as the game for each of those shorts, but they all had very different voice directors. And so, actually, every short, the characters sounded slightly different, and there was questions about whether it was the same people voice acting them in them. But it was the same people, and it just goes to show how differently different voice directors can get out of a performance for people.
Absolutely. I think Chris Sabat is the voice director for Funimation. That's kind of why I like the Dragon Ball dub so much.
I think, yeah, when you find those good voice directors, you really want to cheer for them, because they're great.
Now, on to Wonder Black. Their special ability allows you to slow down time in a given area. So, we did find time stop, or rather, time slow in this action game.
Yes, it's just that it comes in the form of a bomb rather than anything else. And, yeah, it is a really useful thing for getting some extra damage in there. It's only a problem when you happen to try and freeze them in the moment where they are trying to bring the shield down, because then they're just sort of permanently in this phase of being undamageable. Undamageable.
It's a hard word to say, don't worry about it.
Well, it is when you're trying to say it quickly. Bloomin' heck.
Sweet Jesus.
I know, this is a very, very small arena for these big bloody enemies.
You can probably tell that I did not do this mission. Hey, get back within the border.
This is another reason why this ends up being more challenging than previous ones, is because there are a lot of secret missions throughout this, which leads to the length of things extending quite a bit. Another fun fact with Black is that actually the Japanese voice, Orine Fukushima, is also the Japanese voiceover director for the game. So in both instances, the voice director of the game voices Wonder Black.
Nice.
Also a few other fun little bits, i.e. The handheld game console exactly resembles an original model Nintendo 3DS, just with custom colours and details to make it resemble the Donkey Kong Game & Watch.
Yes, I recognise the colour, actually.
But when questioned about it, it's apparently an unspecified high-spec 8-bit device. But it looks like a 3DS.
I wonder what a 3DS port, well, a new 3DS port, otherwise the poor thing would explode, of the Wonderful 101 would have been like.
Barely functioning, I think, is the...
Call it the Wonderful 1!
I love the 3DS. It's a phenomenal console, but Jesus Christ, it could not have coped with this. Also, this is a rather mean little secret, because yeah, there's stuff hidden up here, but obviously if you don't happen to get your wonderful ones through that gauntlet of a spiral quickly enough, then you're going to be in for a bit of pain.
Oh, I love how her claws are forks. Man, you really got to search to fill out that 100 spot.
You really do, and also to find where the bloody Kakuregars are as well.
Alright, let's see what you got for us.
Nice and simple for the most part, just defeat everybody, and I think it is just one of these. I could be wrong, we'll find out shortly, but obviously I just get to have fun with smashing away with claws.
This one's kind of like a zebra patterned one.
Yeah, I mean, they're all sort of vaguely aquatic. I mean, I don't think they do actually change designs, they have always had that thing. And yes, this is what happens when you get to use sword to push back.
Nice.
Just fun little cutscene, just getting to actually pull it off is rare.
It really is just a Lambo reskin.
It really is, but I'm completely fine with that because it just means that I get to do this and it's just one of the most enjoyable moments of the game because it's actually just, it's nice and easy for a minute and it's my brain can just switch off and enjoy obliterating something for 5 minutes.
Very cool.
Although, tell a lie, that was just a minute, so...
It's just lies upon lies upon lies with you, Rich.
But it's a nice minute cooldown in an hour-long operation.
Get bombed, idiots.
And, of course, everyone's moved around again, so I'm just like, right, okay, swap them all back over. Something else that actually I should point out, during the loading sequences you have the ability to play around and test out your different moves and so on.
Uh-huh.
With the better consoles coming forward, those loading times are a lot less, which actually then means that you get less time in those loading areas, and so you can effectively end up in a situation, and that was just such a horrific jump, and if I recall correctly, I'm going to end up having a little bit of a nightmare re-climbing this bloody thing.
Oh, Richard.
Because life just hates me. Oh, okay, no, I made it through alright. It might have been a different version at some point, but oh look, the maze's back. But yeah, you get less practice, which is both a fun thing and a bad thing, because I think a lot of people did find those bits really bloody useful. And it's the same case in, obviously, Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2 when it happens.
Just so you guys know, we have full playthroughs of Bayo 1 and Bayo 2, plus an additional solo playthrough from Richie for Bayo 2 on the channel.
And that Bayo 2 is very, 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 very in-depth.
Sure is. It sure is, chat.
Yeah, that was in my I'm covering everything about a game mode, and I am glad that I did that, because, you know, it gave me my own little niche. Doesn't always happen.
Are those plants meant to be the kind of plant that Vileplume is based on?
I believe so, yes. And yes, bottle cap for flowering 20 of them.
Very cool.
And I'm just being careful throughout this because, as you can see, hidden secrets throughout the mission.
Wow, those guys kind of blend in a little bit there.
They do, it is unfortunate.
Keep running!
We are actually going to have a fun little mini-boss against the Mazer.
Yeah, I like this.
Got to get your timing just right on it, but it's not complicated. It's just get it to move and then hit strike at the right time. It's only, I want to say, 3 or 4 hits. He will fire things at you, and you're going to have to try and dodge them, but it's not complicated. It's just nice and fun.
It is. Yeah, they're really piling on the variety for these missions, though.
Oh yeah, and I think part of that is probably because by the time you get to this point in the game, you've had so much of the sort of core type of gameplay that they're going, okay, how do we keep this fun and interesting?
Yeah, it's one thing I really respect about Kamiya as a developer. He has a basic idea for what he wants the games to be, but then he will just throw different gameplay style after different gameplay style in. They don't always work, but you can't blame a guy for trying.
Exactly.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Sigh.
Hey, she's just having fun with her beloved Vorky.
No more holding back, Blunder Red. No more holding back.
Let's fucking go!
If you insist on another fight, Prince Vorkin...
We didn't
then
try it,
deserve
but
to hear
let
what
me
it is
assure
you're
you,
fighting
diplomacy
for.
has failed.
What I'm fighting for? Ah, I suppose we do have a gentleman's agreement of sorts. Let's see, where did I leave off?
On a fateful day. She was a new student. Just
No
transferred
fight
to
just
the class
yet.
next
We've got more backstory, and Pink's about to lose her mind because there's a she involved in this story.
Ooh, where is that fucking tramp? I'll whip her eyelashes off.
You saw how she was against Vision. Imagine that times like 100 if she ever met this poor girl.
Her name was... What was her name?
Oh, for God's sake.
Yes, I remember.
Nope.
Nope, not the time.
Master, I must plead for brevity.
But I only just got started. Oh well, at least fate has provided a grand stage for our final encounter.
The same one
Ready
as the other
yourself,
two
Blunder
times.
Red.
Diplomacy has failed. Wonderful 100. Team, unite up.
Let's fucking go, baby. Ah!
Vorky time! So yes, this is another reason why 005 ends up being potentially a slightly more challenging and a difficulty spike, is because you've also got a Vorkin fight in the middle of all of this. And while obviously we have had multiple Vorkin fights before, it's the fact of it's another extra thing that you're having to deal with in the middle of a long run.
Wow, 3 cakes? 4? 5? Okay, that's too many cakes. Too many cakes!
Gonna blooming need them, it looks like, though.
Yes, indeed. You're trying, Rich. God bless you.
Yeah, I'm trying. This is not necessarily going the way that I would like. And also, look, he's learned how to bomb the bugger.
Wow, that was quick.
And I'm still going slow. You can use the same techniques against him, so it is definitely something that you can make use of.
Yeah, and when you actually do get an attack in, you end up shredding him, like, bar by bar.
It's what does make them feel a lot more of an even keel for the most part, because the only additional thing that Vorkin can do that you can't is the summoning of Geth Jerk monsters.
Yeah.
He does also have his own sort of special unite, which is a boomerang, and obviously Chuki is there giving it his whole Naginata rubbish.
Oh.
But, you know, we make do with these things.
Yeah, I kept trying to figure out how I can use the hang glider to spin, but no joy.
Yeah, no, unfortunately that is not a manoeuvre that we have. Also, did you just see that he managed to gut our sword?
Somehow.
Somehow. Disgraceful lack of consistency, game. I am so disappointed.
0 out of 10. I am now taking back my personal Game of the Year awards. Oh my god. Wrong one, Rich.
I was trying.
It's okay, these fights are honestly pretty tricky.
I think what ends up impacting me the most, whenever I am recording, or whenever I have recorded the Wonderful 101, and it's the same with a lot of games when I've recorded them and I've wanted to do well at them, the thing that I've found the most challenging is when I get to fights that I know are difficult, or moments that I know are challenging. I'm wanting to do well at them, and so I end up overthinking and overanalyzing in the moment and going, oh, I want to do well, but then it's not going well, and how do I get myself out of this and try and style it out?
The flip side to that is when you've been trying for a long while to get a good take, and it ends up mid.
Yeah. The nice thing of getting older and not necessarily having time to do as much anymore is that you sort of hit the point of just going, okay, it is okay when it's good enough.
It is, yeah.
If there is one lesson that I can get anybody to learn, it is that while it is always good to reach for amazing and excellent, and you should always try and push yourself to reach your aspirations, it is also okay at times to just go, okay, this is good enough, and you learn when those moments come of going, what is important enough to try and push further, and what is the right thing to just sort of settle back in and just accept it'll be what it'll be.
And while I've never been in a position where an employer would pay me more for doing a good job, let me offer you some life advice. Sometimes effort does not equal reward.
Yes. And as someone who obviously does also have a full-time job alongside this and has been in work for the last over a decade now, at the end of the day, you are just an employee.
Yeah.
You take what you put in and you gain what you put in, and your employer just wants you there to do the job that you're paid to do, and while they will accept more work, they aren't necessarily going to reward you for going above and beyond, even if that's what they want you to do.
My current boss is an asshole, I swear to God. He's always making me talk over videos and edit videos, and he's always eating Dominoes. Like, you really shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, that's a shame. Is this the same boss who really likes Bowser, or is that a different one?
Nope, I was referring to myself there.
I know, I just thought I would get a little fun dig in there at Flame.
Hold the fuck on, Flame is not my boss, alright? Oh my god, this fight is still going on.
Yeah, I am not getting a good ranking on time on this one, I can tell you that now.
I don't want to join the Geysak, just die!
Would it surprise you to know that in what I believe was my original run of the Wonderful 101, I am pretty sure that it is a fight involving Vorkid that I actually got Pure Platinum on.
I could believe it.
Yeah, at least I think that was the case. It's obviously I would have to go look it up, and I'm far too lazy to do that right now.
Well, I mean, we're recording something right now, so...
That doesn't stop me from looking things up if I desperately wanted to, but at that point I just have to abandon you whilst I went Googling and YouTubing. But I'm not going to do that because the fight is very nearly over. We've just got that last little bit of health to take down.
Thank God.
Thankfully, even though obviously he has restored his health, we aren't going to have to fight him another time right now.
Oh, wait a minute, right now? Oh, I don't like the sound of that. No.
Will you not fight for dearth?
Rude.
Team, stand your ground!
Roger.
We do get this daft thing.
Pikmin fights.
What are you doing, warriors of Earth?
What?
Is this truly your best? Is this all you are capable of?
I don't recall giving you permission to speak, Chugi.
I'm sexy in cutscene mode.
The time has come to bring this absurdity to an end!
Kablamzo.
Who dares? No, not the power amp system.
TM.
Oh good, Black gets to do a little something. He's generally so underused throughout this entire game, so the opportunity for him to actually do anything is quite nice.
Him and Yellow, I would say.
Well, him yellow and white, really.
Yeah, I would say the main four are red, blue, green, and pink. That makes sense.
Don't you just enjoy doing hang gliders and having missable items in this section?
No, I don't. But thanks for asking.
I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, because obviously you do move relatively slowly. Right at the end here, there is a platinum coin, and there is also a wonderful file. I mean, a silver on time on that, not as bad as I was expecting, to be honest.
I think that says more about the game than your gameplay skills.
Yes. But do we want another gameplay type?
Oh, Henshin! Drill!
So we now get to play as the Dakar and proper drill through things. Now, you are going to be chased by lava throughout the entirety of this, and there is a bottle cap for defeating every single enemy in this sequence, which, let's just say, I don't think I am going to end up doing in this particular run, but it is something that is there for you to do, and it is difficult, but the way that you get through it is by quite simply, when you think that an enemy is going to get hit by the lava that's chasing you, go into the lava.
Oh.
Because what that will do is, even though obviously you will take damage, it will reset the situation, so you should have enough time to take on the enemies before it catches up.
Ah, nice.
At this point, I've decided that I'm not going for that bottle cap, because I've already balked it, so we might as well just try and get through this as fast as is humanly possible.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
I don't know why it was deciding that it didn't want to play ball there, but them's the breaks. Also, the way that you defeat these guys is obviously using bomb to slow them down.
Oh, I didn't even recognise they were that enemy at the time. I was too busy focusing on moving forward.
Which is what you would be doing.
That was a poor time to lower your sword there, Rich.
Yeah, it was not going well, and then I just got really stubborn, because I was just like, no! And then I went and did it again for some bizarre reason.
We are fickle creatures.
And then these are the little eel things. Also, yeah, I just got absolutely hammered by all of that, and then I was just going, return to title screen, because what's fun is that it saves checkpoints. This is a nice little sneaky trick that you can do if things aren't going your way and it's only in a specific section.
Ah.
Is that you can return to title screen and it will load you back at the start of that particular mission. So if there are particular things that you want to do, yeah, do it mid-mission, and then you are more likely to actually succeed. And I think potentially this time around I might be going for the try and destroy everything, because I was grumpy.
Yeah, understandable. It's not an auto-scroller section per se, because you're manually moving forward here, but call it a do-or-die section.
Yes. So, yeah, you're about to see the way that, theoretically, you should try and take this on, rather than my slightly lazy first run through it. And unlike previous instances where I've gone, I should have edited that out, we're going to leave that one in because I believe that actually it is important to show you that that is a thing that you can do, because it is a technique that is very valid for trying to make progress throughout things.
What happened to getting all the enemies, Mr. Man?
I think I clearly started with that decision and then gave up partway through. So honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. It's too far gone.
Not getting points will help towards the medal score at least. Your timing with those lasers, kind of shocking, mate.
Yeah, there's not much I can say to that, really.
Fair enough. I always cut people slack if they're willing to admit their faults.
We are nearly there. Just a case of doing a little bit of that, and then we have a little boss fight here against a slightly less evil Orochi. This is Kaiser Orochi.
What's different about him, besides having 2 heads instead of 3?
I think that is the core difference, plus he's only in a 2D section, and he's a slightly different colour.
Nice.
With this last little bit, we are through, thank God.
Yeah, you damage let you down there, but otherwise, good time, good combo.
Yes, thank God for that. And because obviously we had a completely different gameplay style, it's having to reload to set us in to the next segment.
Yeah.
So, Mystery Babe, want to explain why you've been following us halfway around the world?
No thanks for saving your lives.
Yeah,
If it
Blue.
isn't Immorta, Galactic Federation Police Special Weapons Tactics and Investigation Team Sector S451219. You have our thanks.
Galactic Police?
Blue would be a good addition to that, I would feel.
How do you say acquainted?
He would be, but also not right now. He's just that little bit too cocky.
No, you got it all wrong. I that is to say, we,
Oh, Red's got a crush.
Red is red.
You go back to saying nothing, Yellow.
What? You've been running around with some hussy while we're trying to save the world?
You got the whole squad laughing, bro.
Right then. I see you're as dysfunctional as ever. You're all out for yourselves. It's not teamwork, it's me work.
I mean,
Blue,
Green's a
was
team
it?
player.
You're the worst. I've seen you jump into
I
battle
mean,
without the least
up
regard
for
your teammates.
debate.
He
That's
doesn't
not
share
gonna
his
get you
snacks. I'll give him that.
Are you talking
No, I mean, I would say that White's probably the biggest team player.
Never.
button it, Bernays?
It's just sloppy. You'll never match Vorkin's teamwork in battle.
Yeah, I know, we
He
saw.
does have to resort to intimidation to motivate his men.
Intimidation?
So the high and mighty space cop likes to talk tough. But isn't your intergalactic planetary whatever supposed to keep space pirates from attacking innocent planets?
No, that's a fair point.
Then worry about
It is a fair point,
Excuse me?
but I'm sure that there is something that we might learn a little bit later. Hilariously, I do believe that we get a file in this particular operation that reveals a secret that isn't going to be revealed plot-wise until 005B, which I find quite funny.
The master of unwanted opinions drives away yet another lady.
Aw.
Seriously, you pig-headed, arrogant, selfish, narcissistic, rampaging, sweaty oaf.
Who are you calling sweaty?
Reto-san, I must report my findings.
It's hot as fuck here, boss.
It's very hot.
Although, yeah, that is something we should note. their armor seems to have a secret to it, so perhaps Vulcan is not as invincible as he seems.
There might indeed be a way of taking him down. And I am glad that we have the characters actually properly noticing that and flagging it up, because obviously what can often happen is that you just go, wait, how did the characters figure that out?
Yeah. Oh, I don't like being slow. Well, too bad, bomb time.
And I'm very glad that I got that rising going before the other one came into view.
No, brother! I didn't really like him anyway, it's fine.
Yeah, no, and we're getting loads of level ups right now.
I see it.
And I think actually this might be a lot of the original wonderful ones that we had on our team. So the ones that we had right back from the start with the original 20, obviously we've not used all of them as we have progressed as sort of the lead wonderful ones. So they've just been slowly accruing experience points, and it's clearly at this point now that they have actually started to hit their peak levels.
Ooh, there you go.
And yay, another one of these guys.
A suitable final boss for this mission.
Indeed. And you can't tell me I can't say indeed.
No, indeed's fine. It's cultural, baby. Man, that really does jack up the combo, doesn't it?
It really does, and it's why I really enjoy doing that, because it's just ridiculous, and I don't know why there's something about the ding as you hit the sword that just makes me very happy.
God damn.
Yeah, obviously this isn't going quite as smoothly as previous fights, but it is what it is. It's the end of an operation. I just need to get through it.
Get all your copes in there, lads, because the part's almost done.
Although obviously, in my mind I'm going, oh god, there's another part after this.
Two, actually.
And there we go, and look at how big that sword is. Love it.
You know, for the bonus at the end when you get ranked, does having the enemy's item in your possession when you hit the goal count, or do you just have to hold it once in the level?
I honestly cannot remember, but I think that you might have to hold it at the end of the mission.
Okie dokie.
To get the bonus.
Alright folks, we'll see you next time for another part of the wonderful 101 Remastered.